And let's go back into our alpha folder here. And you won't have these, but these alphas are something I made in Photoshop that I like to. And we'll talk about how to make these alphas in ZBrush as well later. But with this alpha, you're going to see I can drag out text, only it's a little bit hard to kind of place. Like we have to pick the perfect place. And let's go ahead and turn off X symmetry so we can just drag this out. And also let's crank our intensity back up. So instead of using drag rect or drag dot to try and place these things, what I'll do is I'll go to ZBrush Transpose Smart Mask. And now in order to use this, I need to hit Y to get our transpose line. And when we get in later videos, I'll go more in depth on how the transpose functionality works, or maybe I'll put it in earlier, I don't know yet. But with this one, if you hold down Control, or sorry, we got the Transpose Smart Mask here, and if we go into Alpha and we load up that Alpha, and now if we hold down Control and drag, we'll be able to move this text around and also hit spacebar and really position it. Now you have to be careful as you're dragging this out, it'll get bigger, and that's fine. So it's like we want to position this here, we can rotate it a little bit, and then we can just drop it, and now we have this part masked out. So now if I Control tap, that'll invert that mask, and then I can just go back to my standard brush here, and I can just paint in where this needs to go, or I can go up here to Color, Fill Object, and that'll just fill that in. And then Control drag to unmask. However, if I go back to Brush Transpose BTS Smart Mask, hold down Control and drag this out, you're going to see I can drag out and say, okay, I want to go underneath here, so I'm going to go underneath. But if I start drawing in, it's going to get all, it's going to kind of start squashing. So you just see something you need to be careful about. You can't scale out larger and then scale in smaller. The scale in smaller wants to squash it. So make sure you stay small until you're positioned, and then you can continue to scale out carefully and use your spacebar. And then once you've got it there, you can Control tap inverse, color, fill object, and then unmask. And then go back into your drawing mode and keep drawing.